Our next task is to add a background picture. But before we do, I want to draw your attention to a small error. Here's our web page, and when we hover over home, there is no, it's not clickable. I hover over clicker, I'm good, and I hover over contact us, and I'm good. But that's an issue, right? You want to be able to get home. The reason for it is because when we added float right to our nav set of properties, it modified the clickable area on the links. So it's pretty easy to fix. We come here into nav and we add two more properties, position relative and Z10. So go ahead and save that. Come over here, and now I am good. Okay, so now we want to add a background picture to our web page. And so I come over here and I type in wallpaper texture, and you will find one that you like. The only rule that you want to use is make sure that you click on tools, and you hit size and you select large. So all large pictures here. And another rule is that make sure to select a picture that's all one kind of color, either all light or all dark. And the reason for this is because if it's all light, we can set the text to black. If it's all dark, we can set the text to white, and the text will be readable. So that's that. Let's see, which one do I want to use? Well, maybe I'll use this one here, and I will say view image. Great, nice detailed little background. I'll right click and say save image as, and you want to be able to make sure you save your image into the images folder of your website. And so you want to come in here and type in the name of your website, responsive. It's right here. Click on images and make sure you name it something descriptive. So I'm going to say index back, and I'll go ahead and save that, and say OK. And now you will see here in your images folder that you have an indexback.jpg. So how do I incorporate it into my web page here? Well, here I want to go ahead and make a ID, not a class, to contain the background image property. ID because we are only using this background once in our entire web page, and that's what the ID is for. It's for one single element, right? A class is used for multiple elements across your website. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say $ index back. I'm going to put the two brackets, and inside I'm going to say background URL, and inside the URL I am going to put the name of the folder, images, / name of the image. So I'll save that, and now I come over to index, and in the body you want to make sure you type in ID equals and the name of the ID you want to use, index back. So we come over here and we'll refresh, but nothing happens. Right? So why not? Well, the reason is because this CSS file is inside of the CSS folder. Right? It's right here. And so when we say images / index _ back, it's the style sheet is looking for a folder called images inside of the CSS file. But we don't want that. We want to go out one folder, so we get out to here, and then we can go inside the images folder. So to go back one folder, you say .. And so I'll go ahead and save that. Come here and hit refresh, and voila, right? I got a nice background for my website. One more thing here is that we want to make sure that the background stretches according to the size of the browser, right? And the way that we can do that is we're going to come over here and say no hyphen repeat, and we need to add a set of CSS properties. So I'm going to come here, copy these, paste them in, be sure to press pause so you can type all of these in. But when you do, and I come here and I refresh, well, now the background is going to grow and shrink according to the size of my browser, right? Okay, well, great. One more thing now is, since we chose a black background, all our text needs to be white. So we can come back in here and everything is inside the body, so I can say body color white, and that's gonna make sure all my text is white. Let me come up here and refresh. Now I guess also your nav links need to be white as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and change my color here to white. So that is 1 2 3 1 2 3, all F's is white, and I come here and refresh, and there we go.